these people are absolutely nuts, is all I can say, is that they're nuts. They're absolutely nuts. Checked out, crazy, delusional, insane. You know, what's crazy is that people will go and they will look for trouble, literally look for trouble. As I'm sitting back watching these people that attacked me and my children unprovoked, literally attacked a mother and her children. What is wrong with these people to where they can't just admit to what they've done and move on? I mean, it is, guys, it is utterly insane. And by the way, this throat chakra stuff is working because somebody been trying to mess with my throat today for some reason. I don't know why. You attacked me unprovoked, threatened my children. What did you expect to be the outcome? I cannot stand this. People creating drama and then trying to make it seem like, oh, I survived something that was supposed to destroy me. You mean yourself? You mean yourself? You survived yourself because you attacked somebody unprovoked. I'm starting to think that some of these people, they really need to be in an asylum. That is it. Like, I'm sitting here watching it and I'm sitting here just like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Absolutely ridiculous, man. And I'm like, who raised you to be that way? Because you know what? Sometimes you do need to teach kids to have empathy. Do you have any idea how it feels to be a mom with small children and you have people attacking and not just talking about you? That's bad enough. Not just lying on you, but sending people to your house, and all you want is sympathy, 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 sympathy. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Look at the new wave of the future. I'm going to tell y'all what we need to be careful of. We need to be careful of the system blaming people that were actually targeted. It's like a victim blaming type of thing. I attack you and it's your fault that I attacked you. I don't understand it. I really don't. I can't think on that wavelength. Are you friggin' kidding me? Now all of a sudden you're a warrior and a survivor. Right. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Who'd you survive? Yourself? Who was attacking you? Nobody. Was I attacking you? Nope. Nope. It just is absolutely crazy and insane. And no wonder they got Agenda 21 going on. Like, what is wrong with these people? How dare you attack a family of people? You just decided, oh, I'm going to attack. Not to mention you're dealing with very, very negative people. You're hanging out with negative people and I'm the problem? You ever stop to think that maybe the association and the company that you keep is the problem? You ever stop to think about that? I've seen people do that. Hey, one EQ, they hang out with a bunch of negative people. And then when negative things start happening, they want to blame the person across the street. But you are literally in bed with the negativity. So what are you talking about? I don't understand it. I really don't. I can't think on that wavelength. And that's why I said all I know how to do is defend myself. That's all I know how to do. Can you imagine having a small child and a family, and you're literally sitting there? Thank you, sweetie. You're literally sitting there with your family, and some crazy people are literally attacking you daily and got the nerve to say, oh, I didn't do that to you. You did that to me. And you think you get to get away with it? Now, I do think that I believe that mirror boxes can sometimes work on people like that. But honestly, it confirms with me that I don't believe that some people were born with souls. I don't. You do not have a soul inside of your body if you have the capability of doing that. It's almost like, even though, thank the goddess, nobody in my family was harmed, none of my children were harmed, but it's almost like it's sociopathic at this point. Like, we're dealing with sociopaths. These are people that are able to do some of the most repulsive things to people. Lie on people. Try to ruin people's lives, literally. And then go and say, I didn't do nothing. That's a sociopath. Listen, I'm God of my world because God said me so, told me so, said me so. I'm God of my world, but you know what? I give you to God. I give anybody like that to God. Goodness gracious. You need God to show you the light, because I ain't trying to do it. I wouldn't even do it. You got a life to live. Like, what's wrong with these people? Acting as if somebody did something to them. Hold on, I was sitting over here minding my own business. You're doing some of the most outlandish, horrific things. You're putting children in danger, somebody's kids. Like I said, a lot of parents would have probably went ahead and snapped and showed up. What are you talking about? You're threatening people's kids right out in the open. What are you going to pretend like people can't see you? This is like, I just can't believe people are so disconnected. I've never seen anything like it. And you know what? That's evil. That's evil. A person like that has what the hell is this? Uh, a person like that has the capability of literally being a serial killer and going around blaming the world for them being a serial killer. Like, I could definitely see and understand if somebody has suffered a loss that is very tragic. I can't imagine that being outside of your child, but for you to be so delusional, for you to be delusional about the situation to where you're blaming other people, you're blaming innocent people. That's just like going postal. A lot of these people, their behavior is like they have went postal. Like, why I gotta get attacked just because you're grieving? Okay, I understand something's going on with you, but why are you involving my children? Don't involve my children. Fight me. Attack me. Don't ever attack my children. And I think that that's sick. I really do. I can't believe this. And I can't believe that people are actually insane enough to do it out in the open. It just really goes to show how corrupt our world has gotten. It, like, just as a totality. Okay, my house ain't corrupt. I'm good in my house. I feel safe in my house. That's why I'm always at my house. But otherwise, like, that is some craziness. Like, people will be like, well, all we did was attack your children. Like, is this a joke? And I've asked myself a lot of times dealing with people like that, am I in the twilight zone? And yeah, their twilight zone. They're in the twilight zone. That is really preposterous. It really is. And like I was saying yesterday, those people have something wrong with them. It's scary knowing that there's people out there like that. That's downright scary, knowing that there are people out there that are capable of committing horrific acts towards people. And you know what? I think that if they are allowed to continue to get away with the crap that they're doing online, I believe that the next step, not towards me, but somebody innocent is going to get hurt around people like that. I can promise you. I can promise you. And I believe that they're being watched. To be a mom and have your whole life, family, body, mind, soul attacked literally in spiritual warfare, which doesn't make any sense. It's pretty normal for you to be kind of upset about it. What are they upset about? You're supposed. So wait a minute. What are you, a sensitive thug? I don't understand. You know, they call back in the day, they call you a sensitive thug. So you big and bad and rough and tumble, but then all of a sudden you're a victim. Or are you asking, like, why don't you just say it? Why don't they just say it? Hey, I attacked you. I can't handle the way you attacked me back. I can't handle the energy that you sent to me. I can't handle the backlash. I can't handle that. Why don't you just say that? And you know what? Go say it to God. Say, hey, I did something messed up to somebody. I cannot handle this, the consequences that I am getting right now. I cannot deal with it. That's why I said people, I don't believe that people that are born without souls, I don't believe they have any connection with the Most High or the divine. They just, it's just like water on the brain or something, air in the brain. There's not an actual brain in there. I mean, what is that? It's weird. And, for me, you attack me, you do things to hurt me, I'm going to attack you back and I'm going to be guilt free. I would never feel guilty for defending myself. And that's what they want. They want to mess with your head. Like, wait a minute, hold on. And then they'll try to replace the memory. Oh, no, I didn't start attacking you first. You started attacking me first. Really? Really? So y'all know that I'm going to prove that I was licensed in real estate. I called them and they can't just give it to me. I have to send in a payment and have them send me the records. I have to mail it in. So, because I do want to prove that, because they are constantly, every good thing about yourself, every victory that you have, they want to say, oh, you're lying. You're lying about this. You're lying about that. I just, I I think I'm allergic to lies, and I can't deal with lies. And then calling people a devil worshiper, really? And you a whole liar. I can't believe it. I can't believe people are that checked out. It's like they're not even here. They don't. It's really, honestly, it's like they don't even exist. That, to me, you're not here all the way. You're not. you're only there halfway or not even at all. You're almost like a walking zombie. This is why I was saying yesterday that they are empty seaters, because they have no understanding of what they have done to people, to the point where the people that you tried to victimize, they don't see themselves as a victim. You see yourself as a victim because you stepped up on somebody, you trespassed on somebody, and they showed you, they taught you a lesson. And that's exactly what you deserved. Whatever it is that you go through, whatever pain or suffering or fear or whatever, I want you to feel it. You deserve it. You found the right one, because you just never know. You never know what those people did to people prior to running into you. That's a corrupt individual. That is so disgusting. And I truly believe, well, maybe they weren't born without souls, but maybe at some point they lost their soul. Hun, my soul is in my body. I would never, ever, ever just go and start attacking somebody's freaking children. What is wrong with you? Or are you serious? And this is basic empathy that, sometimes kids are born automatically with it, knowing, but sometimes you got to teach them. Nobody ever taught these people to have any level of compassion or understanding or something. Maybe they were always that way. Maybe they were always that way. I'm just talking about people in general, people that do ruthless stuff, people that, that actually think they're doing ruthless stuff. And, I realize that these people, they attack people that they think, I guess the Bible tells them that it's okay to attack, I guess, is what they're doing. Constantly, all day, every day, stalking somebody, constantly harassing somebody, constantly trying to get in somebody's energy, constantly trying to make people look bad every single day of your freaking life. At some point, you're going to have to just say, hey, I admit, I believe they're empty seaters, and I believe that they attack people at random. Now, I wouldn't even take a lot of that stuff personally. I don't take none of it personally, because I think that it's more so about what their assignment is, what that entity or something is telling them to do. And this entity is telling them to do these things or they won't survive. They act like they gonna die if they don't do that. And maybe they will. I have no idea. I have no idea, but I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, I totally understand that, but you know what? I'm going to tell you something. My family has been getting attacked by the same people for almost a decade. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then what they do is they post victim playing stuff. I would have a little bit more respect for you if you were just to say, I'm an animal. I don't have no filter. I'ma attack you. I'ma attack you. I would like at least they would be being honest. But what they try to do is they lie so much. They want the sympathy of others. So that's a way to pull somebody in so that they can tell their side of the story. But their side of the story is a lie. You legit, you're legit, especially if they legitimately started in on you. That's just like it was this sex worker over in California. Like this chick literally came out of the blue. I was still living in Kansas then. She made a video to me, angry and upset and mad, screaming at me. I'm going to have your children taken away from you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to. And then the chick ended up homeless. She ended up homeless. Why are people out in social media targeting people's children? And I don't understand why you would be targeting mine, because I love mine. And I just think it's ridiculous. Let's make up something. Okay, let's say even if a mother is not the most perfect mother in the world, do you not see that you are proving the whole point by being on the attack? Like, y'all just don't know, man. I'm telling you, man, it's insane. Jealousy, obsession, and you keep telling these people, hey, bro, just stop. They cannot stop. It's almost like a speeding bull that you just feel like you just going to shoot it down. It's like a freaking rabid animal that you just going to put down or euthanize or something. It's insanity. Just every day, creating this toxic environment. You're creating the toxic environment for yourself. And then when people respond to it, you know, when people say, hey, it's the new moon, I'm a witch, okay? Hey, it's the new moon. Why don't you let this go? They don't want to let it go. Why? What, you just like pain and suffering? You like to suffer? That don't even make no sense. It's ridiculous. And, don't get it confused though, because I'm not a toxic person. But when I have something to say to somebody, and then especially when you're somebody that never attracted that kind of energy to yourself in your life, it's almost like a freaking rabid dog that somebody sicks on somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, bro, just move on with your life. It's weird. Maybe they don't deserve to move on. Maybe God is keeping them trapped. I feel like it must be God keeping them trapped. Because God is like, nah, you ain't going nowhere because you attack children. You know, that's one of the most repulsive things that you can ever do is attack an innocent child. That's one of the most disgusting things that you can do. A child that's healthy, a beautiful, healthy child, and you're going to try to literally destroy the life of a child because you're crazy. Not even mentally ill people do that. No, and if we were to put you under the category as being mentally ill, you would be a sociopath. I'm telling you. Honestly, I just wish that these people would leave YouTube. I really do. It's ridiculous. They need to do that. They need to do that. They need to just leave YouTube and go and get some help. I agree. People need to learn comment etiquette more now than ever. It could be such a great place to live if everyone actually cared for one another. Yeah, well, I think it's all about respect as well. And I think that when people have a general disrespect, they don't have, I think that what it is too is that they don't have a respect for human life. Also, they don't care about other people. And for you to just think, oh, I've got the right to sit back and do this, and why? They make up all kinds of excuses. But the reality is that you just need to let go and move on. Stop telling more and more lies and making more and more excuses is pretty much what they do. It's weird. It is. It's weird. Some of them are trying to pretend as though it's employment. Oh, this is my job to do this. Oh, okay. I'll see you in prison then. I'm gonna come visit you in prison and speak to you face to face then. Is what I'll do. I'll go and face the people that, like, hey, now that you're sitting behind bars, what you got to say to me? I'm telling you, you know. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. Like, it's baffling. It really is, and then we'll try to convince the world that you deserve it. You can't convince the world when you ain't convinced God. God versus the world, no dice, honey. I don't care if you get 11 people to agree with you. If God doesn't see it that way, you're screwed. Even if the whole world was confused, even if you were able to convince the whole world, you wouldn't be able to convince God. Because you can't fool God. And you can't lie to God. And I've actually seen them because I can see people's rituals. I've seen these people are so nutty. And then I'm going to go. I can see their rituals. They will do rituals, they will do prayers, and they will totally lie to God. They will make up stuff. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. And I don't ever want to see it. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I got my apple cider vinegar. Getting ready to go hop in the shower. I gotta go. Y'all have a good one.